At the end of the day, I think you have to remember as a board member that you represent some constituency. Your job is to represent the shareholders in a for-profit board, in a Partners Healthcare, others. Your job is to represent the community. So your job is not to represent management or be their shill. Your job is to represent and make sure the interest of the shareholder or the interest of the investors or the community so part of it is just to remember that. Keep that in the back of your mind. That being said, you want to make sure if management is acting in accordance with that you are as supportive as you can be. Your job is not to get it done. It's their job to get it done. Your job is, first of all, given this, what are the legal things you have to do about compliance and make sure those things are happening, so that you're protecting the interests legally and regulatorily of the, community you're serving. But it's to support those things and help as needed to help with guidance, with opening your Rolodex, whatever it might happen to be. In some ways, it reminds me of raising children and raising, particularly adolescent females, because there were times in the discussion with their daughter who's 15 or 16, you say, I'm not so sure I would do that. Now, there's a fine line between when you step in and say, I'm your father. No, because I just think that's asking for huge trouble versus you got to learn, kiddo. You got to go off and do your thing and I'll support you and I'll love you madly, etc. So there's always that kind of fine line at times where you say, geez, management, your call, you're on the hook. Whatever, versus 100%. So anyway, there's a bit of a challenge. And at times you want to get in and run it yourself. That's not your job, is to run it. That's their job to go off and run it.